Hello, everyone. I've just been playing around with the Google NLP for SEO reasons, and I wanted to share with you some stuff that I've been learning recently. Whether it's valid or not, I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. So, I'm just putting in some titles from some of my websites here and analyzing it to see how Google NLP takes in this information. Ottawa photo booth rental. It's saying that the main part of the sentence, 60% of this sentence is relevant to the word Ottawa, and then the rest is for the photo booth rental. But if we change it to photo booth rental Ottawa, then Ottawa becomes, it just thinks that, 100% is relevant to photo booths. And then if we do photo booth rental in Ottawa, just all I'm doing is adding one word and it really changes the sentence. Now, Ottawa is a big portion of the sentence. So these little minute things do make a big difference in how Google perceives your content. So I think that it's important. I know that it's hard to suggest whether or not this has any relevancy for Google as a search engine, but it's still interesting to know that minor changes in sentences do make a big difference to how machines perceive your content, which I think is should always be beneficial, regardless of whether or not it's a search ranking factor or not. The other thing, some other stuff that I noticed too, even if I just put an S here and analyze that, photo is a work of art now. Ottawa becomes less relevant. It's really strange stuff, but also interesting at the same time. If we go to, let's reload this page and just analyze the default paragraph here. So Google's 19% of this. Let's remove a lot of this, so we're only analyzing small sentences at a time. So Google is 90% because this is at the front. But if we were to say reverse this, Mountain View is where Google is headquartered. So I'm just reversing the sentence. And now Mountain View is now 75% and Google is the lower. So, I mean, changing where your keyword is in a sentence does play a big role too. Again, I don't know for a fact that's a search ranking difference, but I have been using this too to analyze SERPs, and I've started to notice some trends in the categories here. So let's take divorce lawyer Ottawa, or Toronto, and let's take the first SERP. And while that's doing that, let's open up another tab. Let's do 3 of them. So we're going to go back to the SERP and we're going to pick the middle SERP. Then we'll pick the last one, or second last one. All right. So for the first one in categories, it knows that it's a legal services under the legal umbrella, and it gives a 73 confidence to that. And for the second page, legal services is slightly higher, even though that's not doing as well in the SERP. But maybe that's just backlinks. Maybe the other website just has more backlinks. But I'm noticing a trend with all SERP results that the lower down the SERP is, the position of the website that we're analyzing, the lower the category confidence score is. So I'm sure that's not a surprise to anyone, but it's just nice to know that they're I'm getting some kind of correlations here. So I'm going to redo this one. Oops. This one's stuck, so I'm just going to redo it. So here under categories, it doesn't say legal services, it just says legal. But if we manipulate a few sentences, our services are divorce, our services for divorce law. Now we're in legal services. It's just a low confidence, and we can go down here to other parts and say, instead of saying family divorce law, we can say our services for family and divorce law. And now let's see here, our services for family divorce law. Family and divorce law. So the legal services are 57. I think we climbed up a little bit, and then separation divorce law can be difficult. It says who we are, and then says separate, and then starts talking about a topic very vaguely. It doesn't make sense. So who we are, and then just it describes what divorce and separation is, but that's not who they are. So if I was them, I would remove that and say our team of Toronto lawyers is dedicated to divorce law services. Now we went up from a 0.55 to 0.65, so we're slowly creeping up here on the legal services by just adding the word service and making it very relevant to family law and stuff like that. So anyways, that's just some stuff that I found, and hopefully it benefits the community a bit.